So I figured I'd go ahead and I just finished my strawberry drink, and I wanted to let you know how to become the next wave of creators. This is a common question I receive. Rome, how do I become the next wave of creators, the feudal lords? How do I do this on my own pace? And what if I want to have a lot of fun and I want to have enjoy my life and I want to become the next wave of creators so this way I can earn more money, that kind of stuff. And I get that question a lot, but I always tell people, look, the first thing which you need to do to become the next wave of creators, you don't necessarily want to be a one-trick pony. You want to create the next wave of creators are anybody who understands the margins and understands how to create content. And if you know how to do both, you could become the next wave of creators, guys. So the next wave of creators are the type of feudal lords who know how to construct opportunities, tokens of opportunities for other people. So this way, think of it kind of back in the days where people would be riding around on horses, conquering all sorts of feudal lands. Back in the days, they would conquer the lands and it would give those opportunities to other people to cultivate that land, and eventually everybody gets to be happy. Everybody would be serving the feudal lords and living in a world of feudalism. So this, back in the days, movement was quite popular. But how do we do this in the modern world? In the modern world, guys, what you really want to be doing is to become the next wave of creators. You really want to become somebody who helps people spawn money. And the more people you can help spawn money is what will qualify you to become that next wave of creators, providing that not only are you creating content for like your own brand, but you're also giving opportunities for people to make money from that brand. I hope that makes sense. So guys, look, to be the next wave of creators, you essentially don't want to be like one trick pony where you only know one skill. You want to be in a mix of, you want to possess multiple skills. Think of it sort of like being a plumber. When you go on or a handyman, when you go on a site to fix something, if you're trying to fix something that requires like switching off the pipes or doing something with electrical, obviously you're going to need to have different tools. Think of it the same way for being the next wave of creators. So the same thing here, you gotta, like, if you wanted to attract other people, your ideal customer profile for your brand, you want to be using certain tools like CapCut, like Captions, or any other kind of tools that will help your content to be spiced up. But also, if you wanted to go ahead and do that faster and consistently, then you need certain tools that will allow you to do that as well. And of course, if you wanted to make more sales, you need to have psychology skills and all sorts of skills. The bottom line is, guys, you're going to become the next wave of creators. Effectively, what you would be doing is whipping out a different tool from your toolkit and using that tool in a direction of producing some sort of value across your entire site hustling service delivery lifecycle. Now, keep something in mind, this is not for everybody. This is something, hello. So we got a lot of folks over here. A lot of folks want to become the next wave of creators. And I know it's kind of, some of you will say, well, Rome, how do I, like, what I need to do to become the next wave of creators? Well, guys, the answer is like this. Essentially, what you want to do, I'm going to quickly describe what you need to do, but then you kind of got to ask yourself, well, like, what you want to do is, like, you don't really want to think of this as, oh my God, this is obvious. Once I tell you what to do, guys, it's going to be super obvious. But yet I see a lot of people struggling and not executing whatever is super obvious. Why? Because your brain, like, is designed in a way to cancel out something that is easy. It always wants to do something that is difficult, and it's not gonna try to do anything that is like too easy. So, but to become the next wave of creators, what you need to do is the following. You need to build a brand, and you need to get other people to promote your brand. And so this way they create content, they promote your products, and in the process of you doing that, you want to getting other people to help other people who are working together with you promoting your brand. So in simple words, the more people that you can help spawn money, the more the easier it will become for you to become that next wave of creators. So the cool part about becoming the next wave of creators, you remove the whole concept of spending money on any kind of freelancers or any kind of people who just kind of want money out of you. That's the cool part about becoming the next wave of creators. You basically get like unlimited, almost unlimited resources when you become the next wave of creators. This is the beautiful part. And when I tell that to people, they'll be like, oh, what do you mean by that? Literally, guys, I don't pay to any of my contractors. I don't pay to any freelancers for any of those automations that we're building, guys. Absolutely zero, nilch, nada. Now, some of you will say, well, I mean, that's kind of fire. I would love to have that. Like, how do I do that? How do I get other people to work for me and make money and become that next wave of creators? Like, I would love to know that. Rome, please tell me, spill the tea. I get it, guys. I'm going to describe the tea real quick, okay? So you want to follow this framework. I reincarnated this framework from Japan in 2024. This framework worked really well for me. It converted me into, I don't want to say the next wave of creators yet. I'm not there yet, but it converted me into somebody at least being consistent with the brand that I'm building, and at least getting to the point where I'm seeing some light at the end of the tunnel. But oh, thank you for subscribing, guys. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much. But yeah, guys, like, look, when I started out following this framework from Japan, I didn't really think much about it. But back in the days, I turned to history books. I noticed that back in the days, there used to be this whole concept of feudalism, where there used to be the feudal lords riding around on horses and providing tokens of opportunities to workers who would be cultivating the land, and everybody would be happy for many generations. And I mean, this worked for so many years. And then I looked at this whole system. Well, how come it's not working today? And I realized that it is working. It could work. It totally can work in the world of AI today. And that's when I started doing. I started reincarnating the past and converting the past into the future. And the framework states the following: you must reflect, learn, execute, mentor, and squash atomic habits as you do so across multiple platforms. If you do that, you will become the next wave of creators. I promise you guys, 100% guaranteed. Plus, you're going to discover your own avatar, and that once you discover your own avatar, it's going to be smooth sailing afterwards. It's going to feel like every day is a holiday, guys. Every day is a holiday, guys. It's going to feel just like that. And I know some of you will say, what you mean? What you mean by an avatar? Guys, like, this thing is real. Like, you have an avatar within you. You need to unlock it. And trust me, it will come to you as soon as you start going through following this feudal system framework. You will become unstoppable, guys. You will be like, even on your days down, when you're not feeling your best, your avatar is going to pull you out of this misery, and it's going to elevate you to the next level to become that next wave of creators. Now, I wonder how many of you guys, like, what avatars you guys are, or what kind of avatars you possess in you. My avatar is orchestrator. And I know some of you guys may say, well, I wonder what my avatar is. It's kind of fire. I kind of want to be also an orchestrator. If that's you, don't be surprised. Maybe you are orchestrator. And of course, not everybody could be an orchestrator. Some of you could be maybe like operator or executioner or optimizer, depending really on who you are. But you will discover those avatars as soon as you start following that feudal system framework. When I started following that framework, incredible things started to happen. Out of a sudden, $1 billion company went ahead and just created a drink called Freedom Fusion after my company's name. I didn't really knew what to think of that. I was like, I bet, I guess it's really happening to me. I guess I'm becoming the next wave of creators, except regular people can't seem to recognize that. And of course, I realized that perhaps maybe I'm not the next wave of creators yet. Perhaps maybe if I could create the next wave of creators, that's going to be good enough for me. And that's what led me to continuing with that mission of unlocking my avatar further and helping goats out, and helping people out there to become goats. So if you guys want to become a goat, you know where to find me. You know where to find me. Yeah. So guys, this is how I started building my own talent agency, my own luxury talent brand. It's called Freedom Fusion System. We have multiple divisions now: ratings, solutions, learning, and group. And right now we have a couple of amazing learn and earn opportunities for people who want to become the next wave of creators. And who knows, maybe that is you. If you guys are interested in any of that, if you're super motivated by that and wanted to learn how to become one, take a look at my workshops. I know you guys are going to love it. As soon as you're going to see those workshops, you're going to be like, oh my God, I kind of want to learn those skills. I want to build them. And I want to build my own feudal kingdom. I want to build my own brand. I want to get other people to promote my luxury pet brand. I want to make money. I want to make more sales. And once you see that, you're going to be like, oh my God, I definitely want to do that. You're going to get so motivated as soon as you do. As soon as you discover your avatar, guys, it's game over. It's basically it's like a neo within you, like like you popped a bunch of pills, like you popped a red pill and then discovered something incredible. This is what happens to you once you discover your avatar. It took me close to, I would say, 2 weeks to open up my brain after it was locked for 40 years. Because before that, for the 40 years, I was a process prisoner. I was trying to figure out a way for how to succeed, but every time I tried to flex my muscle, nothing worked because I was too over opinionated type of person, too smart, because I always thought like, oh man, I'm so smart, I don't need any of that. But it turns out that I wasn't that smart. It turns out, even though, yeah, I have master's degree in mathematics and bachelor's in pure mathematics, and like I thought I was smart, but I wasn't smart at all. And but that illusion of me thinking just because I got all those degrees that I'm smart, that's what led me to becoming like a process prisoner and not believing anything, and being super opinionated, not being able to connect with regular people, not having any of those social skills, not having any of those pitching skills, hop stacking skills, thread stacking skills, TikTok sniping skills, or any of those other skills, having zero, not a nilch, until I started following the feudal system framework. It took me close to 2 weeks to open up my brain. And it happened to me after doom scrolling on TikTok. I documented the entire journey for how I managed to open up my brain, guys, in my guide called Feudal System Framework. It's available for my subscribers, ThreadStack subscribers. If you guys are interested, let me know. Take a look. Take a look at the guide. You're going to see what I did to open up my brain. It was a really beautiful thing. Once I opened it up, I knew I was going to succeed. This year alone, I made close to $600,000. And guys, it all started in 2024. Now, of course, the $600,000 has nothing to do with opening up my avatar or anything like this. It's just something that was meant to happen no matter what. After doing certain activities, and I'm doing trading, stocks, and real estate. But anything else extra, whatever I did when it comes to opening up my brain and discovering that avatar, definitely mattered for my internal self, for internal me, for my future me, for the avatar within me. As soon as I discovered the avatar, and the way I discovered it is when I helped somebody make like $4,000 in half an hour. That's when I knew that something is strange going on within me, that there is an avatar that is within me, that is an orchestrator that can help spawn money for other people. It doesn't work on me. It doesn't help me make money for me. That's the funny part about it. It helps when I turn it on and help other people make money. And when I discovered that, I doubled down on that orchestrator avatar. Everything from moving forward after I discovered that avatar, I was hyper focusing on nothing but creating an opportunities for others, leveraging that avatar to the fullest, creating those tokens of opportunities, handing out the feudal share to feudal hustlers, helping them build, helping everybody join my army, the feudal army, to lead the bougie boss moms over 40 to freedom, and building that mission. When I doubled down on that mission, I expanded on my avatar further and further. With every single day, it was like a snowball effect, like a ball of all sorts of skills, kind of having that compound interest. When the ball drops from the mountain and it's kind of rolling down the snow, there's so many different, it just kind of gets bigger and bigger and bigger. The same thing happened to me, guys. And I knew that if I continue on the same path of helping people help luxury pet moms over 40 make more money, help them monetize their pets, kids and dogs, and still stick with that mission, while at the same time building innovative solutions and providing opportunities for side hustlers from overseas, I knew that this is a mission that I needed to pick, and I doubled down on that mission all the way, guys. And that's what led me to, well, I don't want to say the next wave of creators, but if you guys follow through the same path, I guarantee that you're going to be able to become that next wave of creators. For me, it's already too late to become the next wave of creators, because I don't have much time. Because after I opened up my brain, I realized that there's so much unknown that I don't know, that in order for me to know everything that I don't know, I would need to spend infinity of time to try to understand it in order to realize it. And because of that constant infinite thought of non-fulfillment, I realized that any amount of time that I spend on learning anything or trying to adapt to anything or trying to become someone will never be enough in order to fulfill my kind of intergalactic kind of reasonings and my level of fulfillment. And once you get to that level of fulfillment, once you get the level of that feeling, that's called transcendence. This is when you transcend. This is when you have this absolute limitless belief in your success. I don't want to say it's almost like some of you will say almost like a delusion, but I don't want to say a delusion. I want to say unlimited belief into your own success without any particular justified reasoning other than the fact that whatever it is that you do gives you enjoyment and fulfillment for helping others succeed. Guys, this is incredible. If you learn this, I promise you, you guys are going to spawn some money. But anyway, I'm going to get going. I'll see you next time. And definitely take care and good morning. Have a great day for you. And yeah, guys, subscribe. Thank you, guys. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Woohoo.